7 for Renaissance. It doesn't ooze of sexiness, but there's some storylines behind the wins and losses that tell the tale a little bit clearer.
Yeah, St. Mary's playing a national schedule. I mean, the best team from Florida coming up, two of the best teams from Florida coming up, playing the best team from Indiana, lots of that on their schedule. And unfortunately, they scheduled all of them and couldn't get the big win over any of those teams. But it's like the Tom Izzo approach. You schedule all the tough teams early, and you hope that you're ready to go come March time. And here it is. It's March, and St. Mary's is going to be getting ready for the playoff run.
You bet. 8th meeting all-time between these two schools. St. Mary's 6-4 in Operation Friendship games. They've won 6 straight in this contest between the PSL and the Catholic League. Sherrod Barnes, reverse, in and out, no. Rebound to Sigmund, and here comes Lance Stone and the Phoenix, left to right in black.
A little too much English on that for Sherrod Barnes. Spun right off the rim.
We've seen a lot of English in game one. I know you weren't here for us in game one, but there's some odd twist outs with a lot of English there too. I suggested the rims were oiled up a bit. Splash City. There he is. There's Miller. Jaden Miller seems to do it all, and he opens the scoring with a tray bomb.
And that's a good look. If he can be the third scoring option and start lighting it up from the three-point line, they can give St. Mary's some difficulties.
They'll draw the assignment, a check and Trey McKinney. Trey finds Sherrod Barnes for a 3-0. Crichton over the back, keeps it alive for Barnes. Now to Zip Hines spinning his way. Long corner right, jump shot, no. Miller with a rebound, and here come the Phoenix +3.
It's not often you see Zip Hines have the size advantage down on the block.
Lance Stone to the rack, Glasser no good. Rebound ripped off by Crichton, and here comes Hines and the Eaglets, down 3. Had a big week last week, knocking off Brother Rice and UAD. Miller to the rack, no. Crichton rips it off. 3-0 Renaissance.
That was a good non-contact defense by Trey McKinney there, avoiding the foul and forcing the miss. Able to stay away from the body. Usually you pick up that cheap foul in transition.
Right. Yeah, good point. Barnes to Trey off the top side. Step back 19-footers flat. Savory over the back, and he got busted for it. Climbed up the back of the forward Harris.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's in the spirit of the rule. You know, he was over the back, but he was just naturally taller and reaching over him. I think it's more if you got to be leaning on a guy or falling over him.
Right.
That he was just using his big size.
Yep. Climbed over the back of Brandon Flint, rather. Got my bigs mixed up. Dish left side, that's Malachi Jackson against Luke Crichton. And now Lance Stone, Mr. PSL. Guy who had a big championship game. Finds it, top side, back to Miller for 3, bang! Miller has accounted for both triples and all the scoring for the Renaissance.
And that's how they got to beat St. Mary's dribble drive offense, to have Miller knocking down three-point shots. As you can tell, Renaissance is into this game now. You can feel the intensity off their bench.
Maybe undervalued by many because of their record. Hines is short with a shot. Savory fights for it, gathers and scores it to open the scoring for St. Mary's. Nearly 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, record aside though, if you win the PSL, you're doing something right, and you're a tough team.
Absolutely. There's a travel near side. That's Jordan Sigmund. Mr. PSL yet to score in this game. It's been 6 Miller points.
Miller looking good with that deep jump shot.
Yes. St. Mary's won Operation Friendship last year, knocking off Cass Tech 73-41. They knocked off Renaissance in Operation Friendships 57-54 back in 2000. Pull up, Trey, jumper, count it. He quenches from 16.
His ability to square his hips and get towards the hoop. A lot of shooters, when they're taking that angle, they're off the angle. He's able to square up and knock it down with ease.
4 straight for the Eaglets. Close out on Miller, missed a 3, throw ahead to Trey. 1-on-1 against Jordan Sigmund, to the rack, lay in good. Like an easy Sunday morning for the All-American and gold medalist for Team USA. Deep 3, Malachi Jackson. Woo-hoo! From Ann Arbor. 9-6, back and forth we go. Jaden Savory counted, and a foul. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. after the conventional one.
Well, Renaissance putting on a three-point shooting clinic. St. Mary's putting on a Euro step clinic. Trey McKinney the possession before, and there you see Savory going with the and run.
Eaglets have scored 4 straight after they started 0 for 5. And the Eaglets have cut it to 1, or tied it rather at 9. 3-point play. So, it's been a story of the bigs when the headliner came in with a guard. Sigmund says, give me that headline. Missed the shot, big boy rebound by Savory. Crichton the other way to Barnes. Barnes spins, paint, body, no, stick back. Savory, yes! And the big boy, the Michigan State Spartan commit, has 7 of the 11 for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and the rebound leading out to that break, and he's able to chase it down all the way down the court and get the putback.
4 rebounds in this game. Stone no good from 3. Lance Stone is scoreless in this one. Savory feeling it. Back out to Trey. Trey for 3, rim off, no. Out of bounds. And Renaissance will get it back. Eaglets with their first lead, 11-9, after they trailed 6-0 to start. As you get a look at the All-American, Trey McKinney broke the school's record for points, which was 1,688, held by Kalen Lucas since 2006. McDonald's All-American, only the second in CHSL history. Brandon Cotton the other, 2003 DePorez, which of course is now shut down, sadly. Lance Stone to the rack, no, and that's out of bounds, touched last by an Eaglet.
Yeah, and Lance Stone showing some frustration. The possession before, he was talking to the official. This time he's just looking dead at the official like, did I not get some contact there?
Zip Hines with a tight defense. Stone around 2 defenders, steps into it, no good. Rebound Sherrod Barnes, Eaglets +2 with their first lead. Crichton to the right point, threw it away to Savory, saved by Trey. Errant pass. And the Eaglets flip it over for the 3rd time in this game. Renaissance has taken care of the basketball up until this point. Just 1 turnover, but a case of the turnovers is spreading evidently, partner.
Yeah, they're arguing that it was off Sherrod Barnes' foot, but they're going to say it's Orchard Lake St. Mary's ball, and they may have been right. It looked like Sherrod may have kicked that ball.
Axel Newell checks in, number 34 for St. Mary's, along with Mateen Cleaves, the freshman. And yes, the son of Mateen Cleaves, the former Michigan State Spartan.
It's just got a really fun game to watch. Very methodical, very slow, gets to his spot.
Trey McKinney with a reverse on that baseline from Cleaves. Eaglets +4, this is their largest lead. Sigmund the other way, lost it on the floor. Eaglets on the run, Newell to McKinney, 3-on-2. Cleaves to finish it. And the Eaglets have run off 8 straight as Malachi Jackson is forced to give it up to Lance Stone.
And a lot of people talk about Trey McKinney's ability to score. That pass right there, little backhanded right pass.
Air ball from the right corner off the hand of Alfonso Harris Jr., fine reserve. Sherrod had his pocket pick. Sigmund got him. Lance Stone the other way. He'll save it. Mateen Cleaves will catch it. Helter skelter we go. Zip Hines with the attack. Spins in the paint. Fader. No good off the heel.
Zip Hines loves when the game speeds up.
Sure does. Malachi Jackson again, no. Sherrod with a rebound. Sherrod will play in this gym. It'll be for Western against Eastern next season.
St. Mary's, all right, that's enough. Let's slow this down. And Sherrod walks the ball up the court.
Yep. Todd says, let's let it breathe. Peyton Kemp will check in for the Eaglets at the next whistle. Trey McKinney, time and space. That is a problem at times, not there. Sigmund with a rebound. Lance Stone looking to scratch the surface. Back to Sigmund, rip and drive and kick. Out to Malachi for 3, no. And Cleaves comes up with it. The freshman up the left sideline, now the center. Attacking, center court. To Hines to Newell, now back to Zip.
UAD is getting some nice looks at their three-point shot, though, with the drive. I'm sorry, the Renaissance. It's those burgundy uniforms right after they played.
They did play here last game. Certainly get some bonus points for that. High ball screen, Trey McKinney. Cross court to Newell. In the corner, Mateen Cleaves. 4-3, in and out, no. Rebound, Jordan Sigmund, 1 second left, and that's how this first quarter ends. Action-packed. It started with a 6-0 Renaissance lead. It ends with a 6-point Eaglet lead.
Yeah, St. Mary's got acclimated to the game a little bit halfway through that first quarter. They're able to turn it on, knock down some shots, and play in the paint.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lip, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Detroit Renaissance 14-7, but they've won all their games in the PSL. 11-0 champions of the Detroit Public School League. 1,164 students, led by Ms. Strouder. We talked to her earlier this year, playing out of the DPSL Blue. State champions, Class B in 2004 and 2006. Tawan Porter, one of many notable alumni for the Renaissance Phoenix. Proud and true. And we got a whistle on the perimeter, foul called by Jim Briggs. Stanley Wright and LeBron Brown, the other officials. Peyton Kemp is checked in for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Zip Hines will get a blow.
Yeah, looking at some of these stats from the first quarter, St. Mary's dominating the rebounds 12-5. And then out shooting from field goal range, 41% to 23.
It's been the Achilles heel for Renaissance this year. It's been the bigs and the big play and being able to get production and protect paint, score in paint. Sigmund, no good. Stick back, good. And that is the reserve big, Alfonso Harris Jr., the sophomore.
There you go. Not only do you get a rebound, you get some points off of it.
Says we got the ability. Kick to Sherrod, reverses good from Mateen Cleaves on a dime, and the Eaglets are +6 in Ypsilanti.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about with Mateen Cleaves. You're not going to force him. You're not going to speed him up. He sees the court. You can tell he's been playing basketball a long time.
Lance Stone high on the left. He's been known to have slow starts. Sherrod hits the deck. Miller in the corner, closed out by Cleaves. Good battle there between the rookie and the veteran. Man on man, Sigmund against Axel Newell. Pull-up shot, no. Offensive rebound by Harris. It's been the difference. 6-point lead for the Eaglets. It started with a 6-point lead for Renaissance. Back and forth we go. Lance Stone, jump shot, banker, no. But they'll get Cleaves with a foul from 18 feet out, which won't make Todd Covert much happier.
Yeah, Lance Stone, just too much quickness for Mateen Cleaves Jr. on that. That crossover dribble is something special. And he caught him with the hand in the cookie jar right there. Just gets him on the way up.
Yep.
And that's a smart veteran move, too. You reach, I teach.
He got the rookie on the arm. And the cookie jar, as you say. Newell will check out. Jaden Savory returns. It's been a rude return for Savory against his former club. Already 7 points and 5 rebounds.
Well, as you talked about, Renaissance not really having a true big. He should have a dominant day.
Yep. Both free throws are made by Stone to get into the scoring column. But you think about Savory, and if he would have stayed at Renaissance, he would be the big, right?
Right. Who would St. Mary's counter him with?
Yeah, right. Throw ahead by Savory. Nice pass to Kemp, to Trey, down low to Cleaves, reverse lay in good. And the Eaglets playing team basketball. They get the lead back up to 6.
Yeah, Renaissance trying to force some action, doing the press, but unfortunately for them, St. Mary's beat it pretty easily and had a 3-on-2 fast break.
Stone from downtown, no. Stick back, Miller, yes. Miller with 8. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it with them. 6:04 to go in the second. We got a dandy. Glad you're with us on Operation Friendship from Ypsilanti and Eastern Michigan.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that. And that's why they standing out there.
That's John D. White, 7th-year head coach. He's done a fabulous job. Coach of the year in the PSL. Went to Bishop Borges in Redford, won a state title in '97. Played at Eastern Kentucky. Played pro ball 6 years. And overseas. He's also a pastor for one of the churches and does an outstanding job leading young men, works inside the school. Lance Stone with his first field goal of the game, and it came on the heels of a pair of free throws. Sometimes that can help.
Yeah, with a player like Lance Stone, he just needs to see it go through the hoop once, and you know, it's a barrage of buckets after that. I liked how he gave a little talk to Trey McKinney, too, afterwards. Trey just kind of smiled it off.
Double team on Trey, kick out to Sherrod, Splash City. Sherrod Barnes for 3 to push it out to a 5-point advantage with 5:15 left.
Yeah, down to 15 points on the 1,000-point watch for Sherrod Barnes. Already with 5 in this game.
We got our eyes on that. Lance Stone starting to heat up. 7 straight for Stone, Mr. PSL of 2024. Streaky scorer and shooter.
Like the rim just keeps getting bigger and bigger for him.
Trey from Sherrod misses front iron. Rebound Sigmund, the southpaw. Flip back to Stone, feeling it. Here comes the shot. Stone, Splash City. 10 quick points for Stone in a 2-minute spurt. And don't look now, but the Phoenix have taken the lead with 4:30 left.
Yeah, you could tell he had frustrations earlier, and he just took it all out on that celebration right there. Big shot for Stone.
Sherrod now low to Savory. Shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay here. But the defensive presence of Alfonso Harris Jr. starting to be felt.
Well, everything kind of turned around when Harris Jr. got in the game. He started getting those offensive rebounds, and next thing you know, Stone's hitting jump shots like that right in the face, and look at that young man. He is ready to go.
Hasn't missed since he knocked down those free throws. Cleaves and Kemp will check out. Crichton returns along with Isaiah Zip Hines, who triggers. Trey against Miller. Trey attacks, fades from the elbow, bang. Eaglets regain the lead, +1.
And I think they kind of got Trey McKinney going by giving him a little bit of talk, too, on the way down the court. He smiled at him, and that time he took it personal.
Trey leads the Eaglets with 8 points, Savory with 7. Free ball, Miller, no. And Savory with a big boy rebound, that's his 6th. Barnes for 3, that's long. Rebound fought for by Savory, stick back, no. Ball loose, saved by Renaissance. Saved by Harris, throw ahead, Miller lay in, no, but a foul. It'll go on Zip Hines. And 2 free throws coming, and this game's picked up. This is what folks came to watch for.
Yeah, and this is what Renaissance needs to do. Muck it up a bit, but it starts, of course, with making shots. And here you see him getting out on the fast break. Zip Hines tried to Olay, but not fast enough. Jaden Miller going to the line. Miller's 9th point of the night, going for 10 with this next free throw.
Yeah, first missed free throw of the night for Renaissance. St. Mary's has taken just one freebie. Both teams are very good free throw shooting teams.
It's been a pretty clean game, too. We were joking with
Yeah.
the official during the break, like, hey, we haven't even had to say you guys' names yet.
No, we really haven't. We were kind of kidding, but it's true. 3:20 left. Zip Hines high on the right. Jaden Savory, the former Phoenix, wrestles that pill away. Falls down, lost it. Miller, showtime. Not, but a bucket.
Counts the same, Chad.
Counts the same. Miller wanted to get spicy with it, but did the right thing. 3 minutes left. And a 2-point lead for the Phoenix. Zip Hines to unlevel this game. Splash City for number 11. First points of the game for Zip, the senior.
And just as we talked about the third option for Renaissance, Zip, when he's on, is the third option for St. Mary's. They're a strong team. He's going to travel on the baseline. A little bit too excited. Alfonso Harris Jr. shuffles the shoes.
Fourth turnover for Renaissance in this first half. St. Mary's has 3. Very evenly played first half. 38% from the floor for Renaissance, 44% for St. Mary's. Barnes across the timeline, right sideline against Sigmund. Two of Michigan's finest going at it. Barnes down to Trey. Fader, short corner left. Missed it short. Well defended by Miller, running out the other way. Trey with an interception. The free safety with a pick. Oh, Jermaine Gonzalez would have loved to have that tool down the avenue. Trey, Euro step, lost it. Sniped by Stone. Throw ahead, Miller. Glasser, good. Oh, the pace picking up. Helter-skelter, partner, with 2 minutes left. A 1-point lead now for the Phoenix.
Yeah, this is what the Phoenix have to do, though. Up and down the court, easy buckets, forced turnovers.
Down low, Trey pushed off on Miller, and he got busted for it. That's Trey's first.
That's what I was talking about with being the PSL champs. I don't care about your record at this point, right? It all resets when you go into the state playoffs. You've won your conference championship in a tough conference. You're going to compete. You're going to be athletic. You're going to go out there every night and do your thing.
We saw Renaissance knock off Detroit Country Day. A 33-point performance for Sigmund in that game. Miller had 20. Stone had 20. That's an offensive foul. It's going to go on the illegal screen from Brandon Flint, the forward.
And Todd Covert was politicking for that call, if you can see him at the top of your screen. And he got it from the official at the bottom of your screen.
Trey between the rings. Glasser, no. Stick back by Savory, yes. Eaglets regain this lead, a lead that's changed now 7 times.
I know Trey McKinney has 8 points, but he really hasn't been that efficient from the field shooting the basketball. You can tell he's kind of forcing it right now.
For sure.
Could be the physical play. Oh, what a stop and stutter.
Lay in
and
good.
Go.
How about it? Count the bucket, a warning afterwards.
Just a delay of game warning.
Yeah. Creighton will check out. St. Mary's with 41 seconds left with the basketball.
Coach John D. White let him know, you better call the same delay of game on the other end.
What a battle between the PSL and the Catholic League, the CHSL. Savory on the slip screen, left block lay-in, good. And a couple words into the ear at Malachi Jackson. And a little reminder from Savory. He's got 11 to lead the Eaglets.
Yeah, this has turned into a little more of a talking game than I anticipated coming in.
Yeah.
Operation Friendship indeed.
Uh-huh. Friends off the court. A war on it. Pull up Stone from 17, no. Tough shot. Offensive rebound, Miller. and fouled going up. And the Phoenix will have a chance to take the lead to the locker room. They'll have 2 shots with just half a second or less remaining.
Yeah, he was on the way up. Sherrod Barnes got him, and they're going to send him to the free throw line. Officials going to the scorer's table to talk about it. Yep, 2 shots. I'm sure there'll be like 0.5 seconds left, maybe less than that on the clock.
So here's another look.
Smart play by Jaden Miller. Getting the ball up the second he touched it, because any delay, obviously the clock blows, and they can hit your arms all they want once it's halftime.
Right, and they've kept the clock at 0. Now they'll put 0.3 on the clock.
Is that point 0.3 or 3?
Well, they mean 0.3. I know what they mean, but you're right.
Good luck trying to stop it at 0.3.
Uh-huh.
It's like me pumping gas.
Oh, man. So it'll be Miller at the line to try to tie and then take the lead. It's been a back-and-forth ball game.
0.3. You are correct, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. First time today at my house and
hey, you got to start
on the court
right?
and off the
hey,
court.
Listen, you see one go in, it gets easier, right?
I hope. Free throw up and good. We are tied at 31. How about Miller? 14 points in this game to lead the building, and now 15. A 1-point lead for Renaissance, and that's how we'll head to the locker room. So, a battle indeed between the champions of the city of Detroit and the PSL and the Catholic League champion and the reigning state champion Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets.
Yeah, St. Mary's are going to have to address some things at halftime. Maybe they came out here and took this team lightly. You cannot do that with a team like Renaissance.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients It didn't change. The people know that. And that's why they standing out there.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Some highlights from the first half. A half that saw the lead change 10 times. Score was tied 4. St. Mary's led by 8 at the 6.5-minute mark of the second. The Phoenix led by 6 to start the game. At the 5:43 mark, Stick, we saw a lot of action in between. These two clubs look evenly matched.
Yeah, and really where it got going was one man in particular, Lance Stone for Renaissance. When he got going, I mean, he's only shooting 4 for 10 in this first half, but those 4 came in a barrage, came in a row, came in a cluster, got the team right back into it. And because of that, the offensive rebounding is picked up for Renaissance as well. And there you see that man popping that jump shot right there. And Trey McKinney, we talked about a little, he's only 4 of 11 from the field, not his typical game. Even though he has 8 points, 3 assists, he's got a couple of turnovers and a steal. You'd like to see him get going here if you're Orchard Lake St. Mary's in the second half. You know, he's got that nice turnaround jump shot that you see. But I'm telling you, when the rebound is starting to go the other way, that's when Renaissance started to get back in this game.
Yes, sir. 15 points from Jaden Miller, 12 from Lance Stone. As you mentioned, he got those 10 in a row. There's 2 of them there. Jaden Savory, a big part of the Eaglets' success. He leads the way with 11 points and 8 rebounds. 8 points for Trey McKinney, 3 assists, 5 points, 5 rebounds for Sherrod Barnes. As the Eaglets shoot 45% in the first half and the Phoenix shoot 42%. Back with more. Second half to start right after this. Let that breathe. First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
We want to thank our friends at Jets Pizza, right down the road. Newly opened, beautiful facility, Ypsilanti, Washtenaw, 3040. 734-579-0009. It's $8.99 for a one-topping large pizza. If you mention the Prep Sports, call right now and get your $8.99 pizza. Hard to get those anymore. And also 10% off for all Eastern Michigan students with a student ID. Jets Pizza on Washtenaw Avenue in Ypsilanti, just down the street. We thank them for the great crew food and the pizzas and the dessert breadsticks, the cheese bread. I know you missed the dessert cheese bread.
Oh, the dessert bread?
Yeah, I should have told
cinnamon?
you. Yeah, it was good.
I'm sure Austin threw it away before anybody could get it. That's okay.
Too soon?
No, I'll never forget.
It's been 4 months. I don't think you're going to forget.
No. I'm going to be 97 years old. They're going to be like, what? So tell me one thing about your life. Well, one time Austin threw away barbecue.
Serious question.
Yep.
How important is it to win this game for both these teams?
You know, you ask yourself that when you come into these types of games because they are essentially exhibition games. But this is when pride comes on the line. This is when your competitive juices get flowing. I mean, not to be everybody has to be Michael Jordan, but do you think Michael Jordan would come out in an exhibition game in front of all these people and take the half off?
Right.
No. So if you want to be great, if you want challenges, you got to win games and you got to slay who's in front of you. And I think both of these teams have come prepared. Renaissance a little bit more prepared for this game, I feel. They got a little bit more to prove against the Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Yes, sir. We're at the George Gervin Game Above Center. Robert Sherby is your executive producer. And that hair is a little extra bouncy. Sherbs didn't have to go too far for this one. Got to stay on the west side. Likes it over here. Glad you're with us wherever you are on this Saturday. Final Saturday before the playoffs in Michigan High School Athletic Association competition. Trey McKinney to the rack, no. Walled up by Miller, missed the shot short. Trey's had a slow game so far for his standards, just 8 points in the game and 4 of 12. Pass to the corner, Sigmund for three. Heel out, no. Big boy rebound, one out by Flint. Right corner, tough shot, Stone, no. Miller had it ripped away by Savory.
And that was almost another offensive rebound, though, if Jaden Savory didn't get his big paws on that.
Crichton for three from the corner, no. Big boy rebound by Zip. Power layup, good. That's Zip Hines at 5'11", getting up on that left block.
Yeah, my goodness. We've seen him do that a couple of times throughout the season. Even though he's a smaller stature, he'll go down there with the bigs and jump with them.
Fearless. 5 points now for Zip. His second field goal. Stone against Trey. Rip baseline Sigmund. Hop, skip, jump in the paint. Out to Malachi Jackson for three. No. Trey with a rebound. And for Trey, that's his fourth of the game. Rip drive, Savory. Dump left block. Luke Crichton with a lay-in. That's from Jaden Savory.
Yeah, we called Savory the other day. Was it against Brother Rice where he had 7 assists? I mean, he is just from that point position when he's playing that point forward. He has great vision and can see over the defense.
Second assist to go with 11 points and 9 rebounds. Foul on the floor, says James Briggs. James, one of the officials.
Lance Stone with that stop and start dribble. It's so hard. He's just so quick with the basketball.
Stone off the screen, no. Big boy rebound by the Indiana-bound Luke Crichton. Savory on the push, 3-on-2, had it poked out from behind, saved by Zip. Behind the back to Trey, 4-3, no. And a reset for Barnes and a fresh 30.
Yeah, usually you're like, oh, behind the back pass, but that was needed. He had to do that to save the basketball as you get a reach-in foul by Jaden Miller.
Foul on Miller, that'll be his first foul. St. Mary's by 3. Another look here at the Trey rip and drive.
Yeah, Trey McKinney just using that big body. He's going to put it into you. It's tough to stop when he gets going.
Trey missed 5 games this year with that left hand. Right elbow fader, fresh. Trey's in double figures now with 10, and the Eaglets climb their lead back up to 5 with 5:40 to go.
That's the thing. Renaissance has done a really good job on him, just getting hands in his face, being physical with him, causing him to shoot a poor percentage tonight.
Kick, corner 3, Malachi Jackson for 3, and that cuts it to 5. We'll take a timeout. We're back to the game above center right after this.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
The Eaglets 14-6 overall, 6-2 in league play. Notable seasons, well, 5 of them. You don't have to look back very far. They were state champs last year. Semifinalist in 2023, kind of building this to the title last year. Kalen Lucas, a 4-star recruit out of Orchard Lake St. Mary's, went on to become a wonderful Michigan State Spartan, Big Ten Player of the Year in 2009, second team All Big Ten in 2011, has played overseas, has played in the G League, and that's Todd Covert, proud to have several notable alumni on his very roster before his very current eyes.
He's had quite a run of great players, too, coming through St. Mary's.
The Eaglets will lose, of course, Trey McKinney, Savory, Sherrod Barnes. Barnes had a shot blocked by Sigmund. Throw ahead to Miller. Miller on the attack against Hines. Rejected by Trey. Oh, the elevation. Sherrod the other way. Euro step foul by Stone. But Trey McKinney, we saw the rejections the other day. Trey can elevate a bit.
Yeah, you see him chopping him steps and getting great timing on that, just swatting it off the backboard.
Not known as an above-the-rim type player, but does have the athleticism and clearly the bunnies to make plays like that defensively.
Yeah, it's nice to have that when you need it, right, Chad? Like, yeah, I don't usually bring that out of my bag, but you know what? I can touch the top of the backboard if you want.
But when I do,
right.
Watch out.
Right.
It's 36 inches. Free throw up and good for Sherrod Barnes. Crichton will check out. Mateen Cleaves will return for the Eaglets. Barnes with 8 points in the game to go with 6 rebounds. Headed to Western Michigan, nearing in, closing in on that 1,000-point mark. The Eaglets will play either Lakeland or Walled Lake Northern in their opening district game coming up next week.
Where are the districts this year?
I knew you'd ask that.
Lakeland?
I think it's Lakeland.
Yes.
Or Walled Lake Northern.
Either
or
way.
One of those Lakeland Valley Conference schools. I do have it written down somewhere, but my brain is just over compressed at this point. Foul on the floor. Jimmy Briggs said so. It's going to go on Sherrod Barnes. And for Sherrod, that'll be his second.
Sherrod asking how, and there you see it right there. That little forearm shiver is how. The official had a good angle on that.
Yeah. Malachi to Trigger. Inbound to Stone. Stone against one of the best on-ball defenders in the state. Great matchup here. Stone against Barnes. Floater from the short corner. Tough luck miss. Savory with an outlet to Hines, to Trey, to the rim. Lay in good. That's Zip Hines to Trey McKinney.
And that was very fast, right in front of us. And that was a great lead pass to Trey McKinney and his ability to get it up and in. This is a great shot there, too, by the lefty.
19-footer for Sigmund. Mr. PSL popping off with that sharp J. That's his first points of the ball game. Took till the second half for that to happen. Malachi Jackson with active sticky hands. Ahead to Stone. Kick to the corner. Miller for three. No. Trey with a rebound and a pound to the leather.
Yeah, it looked like Renaissance switched to a little bit of a zone defense that last time down the court as Trey McKinney pulls up, feeling it.
Hit that from Ann Arbor, and his future campus just 3.5 miles away at University of Michigan. Trey with a walk-up triple.
Yeah, how do you break a zone defense?
Just like that. Eaglets with their largest lead until now. The stick back off the Stone miss by Brandon Flint. And it's cut it back to a 5-point game.
The offensive rebounding for Renaissance has been impressive because you could see just by the eyeball test, they are outsized on the court, but they have not been out-effort down low.
No, sir.
It was getting away from them early, too, on that level. But ever since, what was it, number 15 came in the game, or 13, Alfonso Harris Jr.
You bet. Energy sophomore at 6'4". Sherrod is fouled on the floor. That'll be team foul number 3.
Jordan Sigmund just riding him the entire way down the court.
Sherrod knows how that feels.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes you do that to prove a point.
Yeah, you bet.
Let you know I'm going to be in your pocket every step of the way. And you see him not even letting get the inbound pass.
Two of the top guards in this great state of Michigan going at it. Long arms of Sigmund. Sherrod sets it up, attacks with the left hand, goes to the rim, had it stripped from below, keeps it, and is fouled by Sigmund and/or Miller. It'll go on Miller. It'll be a hold on Miller, and that's his second foul.
Yeah, John White saying he kicked it before he was able to pick it up, and he did. He hit it with his foot. I'm not sure if it was a kick or just incidental. We're going to get a break.
5-point Eaglet lead, 11 lead changes, 5 ties. You don't want to miss this one. Come on back, won't you?
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
That's Todd Covert, the head coach of Orchard Lake St. Mary's. How about it? Todd, the vice chancellor, also at OLSM in his 10th year. Former Eaglet himself, a 92 grad. Went on to golf at Oakland University. And state champions a year ago under Todd Covert. AP Coach of the Year. And he's trying to go back-to-back for the state title, just like they did for the Catholic League championship.
Yeah, and it was a tough mountain to climb. You know, he had several teams with, we talked about, a lot of talent. Last year was the first year he was able to get it done. Just, you know, that COVID year kind of cut things short one year. And then you go almost undefeated during the regular season and lose in the playoffs. Just some random things happen. It's tough to win a state championship. They finally got above that last time.
Great ball out of bounds play. Cleaves to Savory to draw the foul.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Jaden Savory and Mateen Cleaves Jr. are related.
Yeah,
They got the same haircut, the Their build is very similar.
Yeah, maybe we do a side-by-side. Yeah, no, you're not lying. Savory. One more. Missed it. Trey McKinney gets the rebound. No look to Savory, who lays it in. And there you see more tools out of the All-American with a rebound and the dime.
Yeah, that's when your shot's not falling. You find other ways to contribute, an offensive rebound and an assist.
Stone is bodied on his way down the boulevard. That'll be a hand check on Lance, Mr. PSL from last year.
Just herky-jerky with the basketball. There you get a look at that no-look pass to Jaden Savory. And your Savory, you just hope not to miss that bunny.
For sure. Ball out of bounds, baseline left. It's Miller into Sigmund. Closed up, double team on that right short corner, and a whistle and a travel. And the length causing problems for the All-Stater.
Yeah, there you saw Sigmund. He picked up that pivot foot right before he was able to get that ball out of there. He's trapped along that baseline. It's like 4 defenders on you, but there you go. Once he left that other pivot foot behind, gotta call the travel.
Yep. These two teams last met in the opener of the 2022 season. It was at Wayne State Fieldhouse. The Eaglets won 57-50 in a rare high school game at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Prior to that, the two teams met in 2004. And Renaissance knocked off St. Mary's 31-32 in Operation Friendship. Renaissance would go on to win the state title in that 2004 year. Cleves in the backcourt working against Lance Stone and getting handsy and pushy, and now the hand check on Stone. And this one's getting personal.
Yeah, Lance Stone wanted him called a forearm shiver, but it did not get called. So Lance Stone's like, okay, you're gonna let him be aggressive? Then I'll get aggressive. And unfortunately, it does not go the way of the defender too often when you get a little too aggressive.
It's the second foul on Lance Stone. Cleves line right to shoot free throws. The Eaglets have only been to the stripe in this game 5 times. Make it 6 with a live and right roll.
And you're, like we talked about in the pregame, you're getting a look at St. Mary's future right now. He's only a freshman, Mateen Cleves Jr., and his size is noticeable out on the court. It's almost like he's grown throughout this year as well.
He has, yeah. Grew 7 inches in the last 9 months. More to come. Lance Stone against Trey McKinney, leaning too strong. Sherrod with a big boy rebound.
And Trey McKinney got away with one with a hand to the face.
Sherrod on the attack, hot knife through butter against Harris for the lay-in. Eaglets by a dozen with under 2 to go. Shot short. Crichton with a one-arm rebound. Sherrod on the run up the right side. Eaglets looking to really push this game out. Double team Sherrod, and that's a travel on the top side, says Jimmy Briggs.
And Sherrod Barnes now just 9 points away from 1,000. Wonder if he's got that ticker going in his head, but here you can see a little bit of the over dribble. And same scenario, once you leave that pivot foot, he picked it up. It was a good call by the official.
Timeout on the floor, Eaglets by a dozen. This is their largest lead, starting to pull away from the PSL's finest. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Another look at that Sherrod rip and drive. And we know about his on-ball defending, but Sherrod really can attack and finish like nobody's business, amongst other things.
Yeah, Sherrod, like we were talking about, now 9 points away from 1,000. When he came in, you really weren't expecting him to be a prolific scorer at Orchard Lake St. Mary's or in high school. You know, it was, oh, this is a defensive guy. He's going to be the best on-the-ball defender. He has been that. Then he added offense to it. So pretty impressive what he's been able to do.
It has been. Four-year varsity guy. There's a foul on the floor. They're going to get Crichton with a block. Or they're going to get Sherrod, I guess. That'll be Sherrod's second foul.
We're going to say hello to over 600 people watching right now on the Prep. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this broadcast as well. And make sure you let us know where you're watching from right now, what city you're watching in, what high school you went to, who you're rooting for.
That's right. Left block, lay in, no. Tough luck pop out that time for Jordan Sigmund, who's been stymied in this game to just 2 points. Mr. PSL has had a troublesome time against this stingy Eaglet defense.
Yeah, that was a great call by the coach, though, drawing up a beautiful inbound play, getting your star player a good look at the hoop. And like we saw in the first half, you know, with Lance Stone, free throws got him going. Maybe this will get Sigmund going.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, that spin move was silly. Impressive. Knocks them both home. Home run pass ahead. Axel Newell says, I'm the guy that usually throws those home run passes. He's not the guy usually catching them. Rip drive, lay in. Sigmund got it in a foul. You hit it, it might happen. And it appears it has. Sigmund saw the free throws go through, much like Stone. And now he starts a run that cuts this lead to 8.
Yeah, and add to that a turnover, too. You get all that momentum in 3 separate plays on one stretch, and next thing you know, you're back in this ball game. And Renaissance, their fight is not going to be stopped.
Line left to try to cut this to a 7-point game. And Sigmund can't quench. Rennie's been really good at the free throw line, though. Now 7 of 9. Trey around a screen, lost it off his shin, picked off by Miller, throw ahead to Stone, layup good. Stone now with 14, and don't look now, it's a 6-point game with under 60 seconds to go in the third.
Stone is just so crafty. Sherrod Barnes literally just backed off of him, did not want to get that herky-jerky foul.
Smart play. Trey topside. Hit a spring in the floor, no problem. Gives it up to Savory. Corner, Crichton, rainbow 3, no. Trey with a rebound, stick back, and a foul. And it's going to be Alfonso Harris Jr., number 13 on the foul. And that'll be his second.
Trey McKinney still trying to get through this tough night on back-to-back possessions. A high dribble. Last time it got stolen. This time he was able to maintain his dribble. But there you see, that's what great players do. He doesn't have it on the offensive end right now. What's he going to do? Go get a rebound, get to the free throw line.
Trey attacking the glass at a high-level rate. See the foul.
And that could just be a result of his frustration for not being able to knock down many shots tonight, or, you know, that's just who he is. And that's what makes you great. You can never have an off night if you do the little things.
The numbers building up. Bless you. Trey makes the second.
People checking in from Cass Tech, from Novi, Pershing, OLSM graduates.
I'm wondering if the fellow schools or rival schools in the PSL are rooting for St. Mary's, or are they rooting for Renaissance?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. And same thing with the Catholic League. Are the St. Mary's rivals in the Catholic League rooting for Renaissance, or they want St. Mary's to represent? Throw ahead, Peyton Kemp, one-on-one against Stone. Layup good through contact. And PK off the bench for a couple. Back to a 10-point lead, 7 seconds left until the third expires. Stone against Kemp, and the answer, in and out, no. Rebound is a loose ball, no possession, and that's how the third ends. So, Renaissance, who had a 1-point lead at halftime, is looking at a 10-point hole as we head to the fourth. Come on back for the final 8 minutes right after this.
Today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome back, Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. Shout out to David Mellerwitz for help making this broadcast possible. Thanks to Paul for popping in on the live chat. Also, thanks to Willie Mitchell. Of course, we'll never forget Willie Mitchell for Pershing and the Doughboys. He played in Operation Friendship. Remember watching him also, I believe, at East Catholic before he made the move over to the Doughboys and 7 Mile and Ryan. What's up, Willie? You're living better than us. He's in Cancun right now, and boy, are we jealous. Missed shot, no good. Here comes Zip, and the Eaglets up 10 left to right.
Yeah, the rebounding went back the Eaglets' way in that third quarter, as well as the shooting percentage, shooting 66% from the floor.
Foul on the floor. Trey and Lance collide and hit the deck on that MAC logo. And Jim Briggs says, "Get up, guys. This is this is Operation Friendship. You're supposed to be friends here."
Yeah, Lance Stone, those two got involved. Trey kind of pulled him to the ground. He kind of reaching in. Lance Stone in between quarters was showing some frustration with the officials, saying, we're not going to get a call in this game, so let's just go, boys. I'm paraphrasing this.
Yep, no doubt.
But you can tell he's taking this game personal.
Thanks for watching, Trey Brown, as well. Throw ahead, Zip Hines too strong with it. Stone with great defense from behind, and Trey bats it out of bounds like it's a volleyball. Charles Wynn also checking in. Cass Tech, Green Guy Love. Thanks to D Real. Thanks for Robert Sherrick. Here's another look at the delay in the live stream. So, Renaissance Stick down 10, 1 minute into the fourth. What's the key for them offensively to get back in this?
Hit those offensive rebounds, start knocking down those long shots. That's what worked earlier, dribble penetration and kick it out.
Down low, Lance finds the right block and finds the 10th grader in Alfonso Harris. He's been very active in this game, mainly defensively.
And on the offensive glass.
Yes,
To me, that's when this game turned around in that second quarter when he got 2 back-to-back offensive glassers.
Yep. Oh, St. Martin de Porres. Absolutely one of the biggest rivals for Orchard Lake St. Mary's back when they were around. Power. Top side illegal screen. It's going to go on that sophomore, Alfonso Harris Jr., with an illegal screen. And LeBron Brown said so. Here's another look.
That's a tough call. It looked like he had his feet set there. Sherrod definitely got some contact. There was definitely contact, but I thought that was kind of a clean screen.
Yep, former referee Eric Lee watching from Nash Vegas. What's up, Eric? Kick to the right corner, Miller for 3, that's short. And the box out by Sherrod wins out, hits the deck, ball loose, chaos, jump ball. It'll go back to the Eaglets as sportsmanship prevails in Operation Friendship.
Sherrod's looking around like there wasn't contact on that at all. He got knocked to the ground. Then they jumped on him to get the ball, but as you know, if you're on the ground with the ball in a basketball game, it's a free-for-all.
Yeah.
There are no fouls called. You can dive on them. You can come off the top rope with an elbow. There you see a little shove from behind and then just jump on him.
Some hungry, red-blooded young men there going after it. Little 1-2-2 for Rennie. Trey, no look pass to Cleaves, who wasn't ready. The freshman missed the assignment, and Trey says it's okay.
I think he was ready. Jaden Miller made a great defensive play and got his tip on it. Kind of caused the mismanagement.
My bad, I missed the tip.
Can't do that.
Stone down the avenue, kick to the corner. Malachi with a rainbow three, in and out, no. And the rebound won out by the Renaissance Phoenix, who get it, down 10. It feels like we're playing in quicksand the last couple minutes to start the fourth. Stick. St. Mary's can live with this unsettled offensive production.
Yeah, I mean, you can as long as you have that double-digit lead, but you're running dangerously close to Renaissance going on a streak and stealing this game from you.
Great dish from Lance Stone, who has the all-time lead in MHSAA history for dimes. That's why. Beautiful bob play by John D. White.
I mean, I may go out on a limb, and John D. White may be the best baseline out-of-bounds drawer, player, upper guy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's like 3 or 4 times tonight that this has led to free throws or a bucket.
Learned under Nate Oates, one of his mentors, former coach at Romulus, where John coached under him. Also, John was an assistant at Southfield Christian. Lindsey Hunter.
Full court press.
Yeah. So, both free throws are down. It's an 8-point game. Savory ahead. Hines to the rack, laying good. That's Zip Hines for 2.
And that's the way you draw up how to beat a press. That is perfection right there.
Hines with 7 in this game. And we've got a foul on the Eaglets. Sherrod Barnes with a foul. That'll be his 3rd.
Looks like it's gonna be his 4th. But St. Mary's, if you try to full court press them, when Sherrod Barnes was on the court, all 5 guys can handle the basketball. Jaden Savory, even though he is your center, he can dribble the basketball pretty well. And then you got Trey McKinney, you got Zip Hines. All those guys can handle the ball and break a press.
Yes, sir.
It's tough to press St. Mary's.
Renaissance will have a district assignment at home against Warren Fitzgerald. It is the 4th foul, according to Pat the Stat and Max the Magician. 4th foul on Zip Hines. Trey topside. So Sherrod will take a seat. Sherrod against Lance Stone, and that's an offensive foul. Todd Covert can't believe it.
Lance Stone's been politicking for that call all game long, and he finally got it in a big moment. And that's what happens. You stay in his pants and make sure that he cannot dribble. That's the thing. You used to see it all the time back in the 04 Piston days, right? Lindsey Hunter and Mike James coming off the bench. So that's only 3 on Sherrod?
4 on Sherrod, 3 on McKinney.
Okay.
Kick corner, Malachi for 3. Splash City. 5-point ball game. Here comes Renaissance with 5:10 to go.
This is why you don't play with Renaissance. They're a tough-nosed team.
And they can shoot that money ball. That guard play. Press causing havoc as well. Lance Stone attacks and draws the foul on the floor. Free throws coming. They're above the limit. And Lance Stone will go line left and try to cut in to this 5-point hole that was once a dozen.
Yeah, and the turnovers are what's causing it, that pressure. And you know, I talked about the amount of people that can dribble the basketball for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, but on that play, they just kind of over-dribbled the basketball, and Lance Stone made a great defensive play, knowing they had to get that ball past the time marker, so he risked it.
15 for Stone to tie for the team high with Miller. 13 for Sigmund. That trio has been 90% of the offense today. Jackson with 6. Meanwhile, Trey McKinney leads the way with 17, 14 for Savory, and Barnes with 11. That's been the big three, the senior trio. Timeout on the floor. We've got a dandy, a 3-point game, 1-possession game. Come on back to Operation Friendship on the Prep. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. So we've got a ball game. It's down to 3. Renaissance has cut into this deficit. And look, this has been a ball game that's seen 11 lead changes, 4 ties, and it's getting even closer right now thanks to the Renaissance run. How have they been able to do it?
Really knocking down big shots. I mean, it's been their 2 big fellas like you talked about, and Lance Stone, the fire that he has brought to this second half, he has almost single-handedly led them here.
A reach-in foul, that will go on Harris. Todd Covert not happy across the way. He says that's not the one you missed. You missed the 3 other ones before that.
Yeah, we went from, the officials, we haven't really had to mention them, to now both coaches, players looking at them funny.
They know their addresses.
Yeah, they got a tough job.
Down low, Trey lost it. Got Miller to the deck, had a clear path, and then couldn't hold on. Renaissance with a steal and a chance to tie with a Trey ball. Sigmund does just that. Oh, the Renaissance run, a 9-0 run, and we're tied at 57.
You can feel the crowd getting into it a little bit more, this little 3-quarter court trap.
Sigmund with 16. All in the second half. Hines for 3, no. Trey with a stick back, yes, over Stone. Trey's got 19 to lead the building.
Stone was doing his best to box him out, but just sheer size advantage right there.
Yep. So, yet another tie. Jump shot, no. Stick back. Couldn't go down either. Oh, Alfonso Harris wanted the foul. He didn't get it.
Yeah, he's going to wish he brought that one back down and tried to reset the offense. That would have been a heck of an athletic play.
Kick corner to Crichton. Working on Lance Stone. Trey, who will play about 3 to 4 miles away, misses the runner, no good. Great wall up by Harris Jr. Stone the other way. And Malachi Jackson stepped on that sideline. And John White says, no, no, no.
Malachi Jackson looking up, though, like he knew that he did it. And he get a look at John White. See if we can see on the baseline. It's tough to tell from that angle, but the official was right on
there. Yeah. So the turnover, Cleves will check out. And a near steal by Sigmund and those long arms. Sherrod Barnes is back out there with his 4 fouls. Zip races by everybody, hot knife through butter, and the foul's gonna go on Harris, who went up and swatted it. And for Harris, that's all, he's done. So that's 5 for Harris, who was fouled out of this game.
And he, like I said, made a major impact early in this game. The size for Renaissance, haven't quite been able to match up with St. Mary's, but the athleticism and the will it definitely has, and he's been that guy that's brought it all night long. So now we're going to get a look at number 31, Brandon Flint, who played a little bit earlier in this game.
Yeah, actually the starter, but Harris plays more time and has played most of the game. Hines to shoot 2. That's the first. St. Mary's by 3, but it was a 12-point lead at one point late in the third, and it was a 10-point lead entering the fourth. Splits the pair and a whistle, and we've got a lane violation, and the Eaglets will get another free throw. And a chance to do it again. And let's see if we can see what happened again here.
Now, earlier in the game, Trey McKinney was shooting free throws, and he was looking for a lane violation. This time, the official was all over it. We'll see if we can get a shot. It looked like Trey might have stepped in first.
So Hines will sink it. So write that one down. Goes to a 4-point game with 3:05 left.
Well, if you subscribe to the Ball Don't Lie religion, then that worked.
Sigmund, all second half points. Rise and fire 3. Splash City, 19 for Sigmund, 19 for McKinney. 1-point game. Oh, the rise and fire from the high P4 prospect.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lip, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Well, the best from the PSL against the best from the CHSL has turned out to be a dandy here in Ypsilanti. Glad you're with us on the Prep. Thanks so much for watching. He is Sam Stick Day. My name is Chad Bush. Sir, under 3 minutes to go. It's called crunch time, and right now the Eaglets clinging to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and they're doing it really without Trey McKinney being his high efficiency self. I mean, he's got 19 points and 6 rebounds in the game, but he's not shooting the ball like we've seen him do. 8 of 18 from the floor and 1 of 5 from downtown. So I would expect him to still be aggressive. He's the guy for Orchard Lake St. Mary's down the stretch. And if you're at Renaissance, you know who it is. It's Sigmund, it's Stone. Let's see what we can do here.
Nice to have a couple of Mr. PSLs in your back pocket, like John D. White. Todd Covert going to rely on Zip Hines now between the rings. Against man-to-man, backdoor cut, Sherrod on the left block, creates space, gets the bucket, but a travel before, and wave off the deuce.
Yeah, good play design by Orchard Lake St. Mary's, but Sherrod just shuffling his shoes once again. That's 2 turnovers, unforced turnovers here in this fourth quarter for Sherrod Barnes.
Now the Renaissance attack, looking to regain the lead. That man, Sigmund, short, the heat checker. And a foul on the baseline. If that's on Barnes, that's it.
Now it looked like they called Jaden Savory.
2 shots, bonus time. It is on Savory. Just his second foul. Savory with 14 points and 13 rebounds against his former team. As the free throw is up and no good. One more for Flint. Brandon Flint, the senior forward at 6'3", to try to tie it, and he does.
Renaissance has stayed in this little 3-quarter court press.
Throw ahead to Crichton, back out to Zip. Zip on the left point with 2 minutes to go. Tied, nothing solved yet in Ypsilanti, the home of the Eagles of Eastern Michigan and the George Gervin Game Above Center in the final regular season of the 2025 boys basketball. Trey for 3, Splash City. His second triple of the game, and it couldn't have come at a better time with 100 seconds left.
Yeah, you could tell he just kind of lulling him to sleep, acting like he was looking over the defense.
Trey with 22. Left wing 3 for the tie, no. Savory with a rebound and Miller with a foul over the back. That'll be his third. And is that the 4th or 5th team foul?
I believe the 4th.
Okay, so had one to give.
Well, it looks like they're walking Jaden down there to shoot free throws.
Okay, here's another look at the Savory to the line.
There you go, it must be 5.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Both teams are now in the bonus.
Yeah, they're going to look at this again. I don't know.
And the scores table.
So they'll look at both official scores. It's Bobby Klaus, the linebacker coach in the state championship football team, and co-defensive coordinator keeping score for St. Mary's. There's Daryl Weaver, the classic voice of the PSL. That is the 4th team foul. That's what I thought.
So it will not be free throws. He liked that by Coach White. Goes up to the official, they shake hands. He says, I apologize, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5.
He's a pastor. He's going to forgive him. Kind of have to when you're a pastor, don't you?
Not that quickly, you know?
You thought the timeliness was...
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, yeah, no, give him his props.
Yeah.
No, give him his props. I mean, but you're right. It was quick forgiveness. John D. White went to Bishop Borges, played on that state championship 1990-17. Throw ahead to Savory. Savory attack, right block. Banker, no, but he draws that foul. And he'll go line right with his team +3 with 75 seconds left. In Operation Friendship 2025, it's been a fun one.
Yeah, that's a hidden part of Jaden Savory's game, his ability to drive to the hoop. And there you see Flint just kind of falling back, not really planting his feet, and that's going to be contact every single time.
Savory line right. It's been a day for Mr. Savory, looking for his 15th point. Wanted to keep the cool stat line of 14 points and 14 rebounds. It's got a better ring.
Remember a couple years ago, Chad, when they weren't letting people, the opposing team wouldn't put people on the block during free throws?
Yeah.
Did we ever get to the bottom of what? Because it seemed to have gone away. I don't see it as much this year.
I don't think so. It's an interesting point. So, ready to set it up. Rip drive and a pitch, baseline drive. Miller laying good. Found an alley on that baseline, partner.
Yeah, there you saw the defensive switch, though. Crichton was on Sigmund. Then they switched to Sherrod Barnes for that possession.
Cross-court pass forces the turnover. Try to alter the vision of Savory. It's a turnover forced by Renaissance with 39.3 seconds left. And how about this? The Eaglets getting a bit rattled by the Rennie D.
Check it out, Crichton and going with Mateen Cleves Jr. for Orchard Lake St. Mary's on the defensive end.
Defense for offense.
Now if you're Renaissance, do you hold for the 3 and try to win the game?
We'll see. Lance attacks into the paint, throws it out to Miller. Now Stone working against Trey, back out to Sigmund. Sigmund, nowhere to go. 20 seconds left. Eaglets by 2.
Oh.
Lance Stone nearly across midcourt.
His heel didn't come down.
Nope, sure didn't. Crossing over, Lance attacks down the avenue, lay it good! And we're tied with 6 seconds left. Eaglets got a hustle. Sherrod 2-1 at the horn. And a timeout was called by Todd Covert.
Oh my.
They will put time on the clock, but Todd Covert called a timeout after the Eaglets crossed midcourt.
And St. Mary's wasted a few seconds kind of looking up at the clock and then looking back. There you see the over and back that wasn't called, but we're right here on the baseline or at midcourt.
Stone with a play of the game and the game-tying layup. And how about it? We'll look again at that mid-stripe. Did you get a look at Mateen Cleves? Proud father, Mateen Cleves. There you see his Mateen Cleves Jr. mother as well. Mateen's wife. To our right, his left. Here's another look, Stick, at the rip and drive by Stone, and good. And the Renaissance bench getting riled up.
Yeah, but St. Mary's, they literally were looking at the ball. They looked up at the clock just to see if there was time. Instead of just hurrying up, inbounding the ball, they could have had it 3 seconds. Oh, wow, they put 3.83 seconds back on this clock.
Well, I don't trust that it's going to be 3. I think there's going to be perhaps less time.
Well, it depends on when they're giving Todd Covert. Todd Covert's the one calling timeout, right?
Right.
So if they're giving him the ball here, they're saying Sherrod was up there when there was 1 left. There may be 3 seconds left. And that's a lot of time.
Yep. Eaglets had a thriller against Detroit King. They won against King 50-49 in a last-minute win over King on the 22nd in Operation Friendship. Similar type game here, perhaps. Last year, St. Mary's won Operation Friendship, but it was a walk-away and a 32-point win over Cass Tech. This one's been a dandy. 11 lead changes, and now 6 ties. So St. Mary's will get it on the other side of midcourt. Cleves will trigger, 3 seconds left. Tie game at 65.
You got time for a dribble and a pass and a shot. I mean, 3 seconds is a lot of time.
Cleves to trigger, into Savory with 1 second left for the win at the horn. No, and we're going to overtime. Fittingly enough, it's been a war. Why not take it to free time?
We get some free basketball here, and what more would you want in a championship game, Chad?
5 minutes on the clock. OT's next, right here on the Prep. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Chad and Stick with you. 4 minutes on the clock. I said 5. 4 minutes on the clock. Each team will get a timeout. Overtime is upon us, and we've seen overtime again before. And St. Mary's has an Operation Friendships, 2 of them. They played overtime to beat Cass Tech in 2020, 70-65, and they played overtime to beat Detroit Redford, 81-79. That was a Manny Harris-led team against a Kalen Lucas-led team, I believe.
That was a heck of a matchup. My goodness.
Yep.
Thank you for everybody watching this matchup with us going into overtime. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Savory to jump it up against Brandon Flint. Eaglets win the tip, and here they go left to right. Both teams looking for win number 15 on the year. Trey McKinney with a basketball. The Savory rolling down the avenue. Missed the shot short. Was walled up. Stone the other way like a rocket to Miller. Wide open in the corner. 3 no good. Trey with the big boy rebound. That's number 7 in the game.
I think Lance Stone has realized nobody on this court can stay in front of him when he's going full speed.
Man.
He's blowing by everybody.
11 lead changes, 7 ties. St. Mary's led by 12 at one point. Shot up and good for Trey McKinney, master of the mid-range. Two-point lead for the Eaglets. Sigmund for 3, no. Rebound by Trey.
Yeah, this is the type of time where Trey McKinney is going to be methodical, going to break people down.
Trey pull up 3 short, rims out of bounds, and a quick shot there. Now what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, as I'm saying, he's going to be methodical and break people down. He pulls up for the jump shot. That is not exactly what Todd Covert had drawn up.
There's a debate as to whether Trey McKinney's shot was a 2 or a 3.
It was a 2.
Yeah, we thought it was 2.
There we go. 67-65 is your official score. Here you get a look at the jump shot. It's clearly a 2. The officials are talking about something. Are they debating as well? They'll get it right. I have faith in these officials. They've done a good job during this game.
Man, oh man. All right.
2:39 left.
So, the University of Detroit Mercy commit Lance Stone across the timeline. His father, Lamonte, who's sitting courtside, was an assistant here at Eastern Michigan. That's a jump ball. It's going to stay here. Renaissance will keep it, but it's a fine defensive play by the Eaglets on a quick Lance Stone guard hands.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time they were able to stay in front of him here at the end of the fourth quarter in overtime.
Sigmund to Stone for 3, Splash City. No debate about that. That's a triple, and Renaissance regains the lead by 1.
If Renaissance win this game, Lance Stone willed them to this victory.
You bet. Sigmund and Stone, quite the combo. There's a rattle runner by Zip Hines that's good. Zip's got 11 to match his jersey number. And the 4th Eaglet in double figures. St. Mary's by 1. 13 lead changes in the paint. Stone forces it up and scores it around size.
Between 2 defenders, the pump fake off the glass.
23 points for Lance Stone in the game. And Ian Sigmund showing why they're 2 of the city's finest the last couple years.
I have no idea how he got that shot off, especially off the high glass like that. But you could tell it earlier after he hit his big 3-point shot. You saw him out here at half court flexing. He felt that they could win this game.
Yeah. Again, both these teams have taken losses this year. You judge the eye test of what you see on the court. That's a little better of a test. The 14-6 record by St. Mary's. Of course, they played the #1 team in the country, IMG. Had an 11-point lead in that game.
Yeah.
Did lose the game by single digits.
Well, you got to remember during that game in the third quarter, Trey McKinney broke his wrist or his hand or a bone. Something happened where he was out for 5 games after that.
Both teams have had their trials and tribulations.
Yeah,
no doubt.
And, you know, sometimes that makes you better, right? I mean, we mentioned it earlier in the game. We've seen undefeated regular season St. Mary's teams go in and lose in the state playoffs. Sometimes you want those battle wounds. You want to be able to understand what pressure is and understand how to fight back and go through those growing pains.
For sure. It also kind of takes that edge off of remaining undefeated or remaining on some streak or some run.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, you showed you're human and you're ready now to try to conquer, but both these teams have been through the ringer this year. St. Mary's has played a bit of a tougher schedule than Renaissance, but Renaissance has played some tough teams. And look, I mean, St. Mary's has gone out and played a national schedule as well. Both teams well tested and ready to enter the state tournament.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we'll find out if it was good or not, right? If they win a state championship, okay, well, then that was the right thing to do. If they don't, well, maybe you reevaluate how you do some things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you want to play the best anytime you can.
Trey McKinney with 25 points in this game to lead the building. He's got one more free throw. With 98 seconds left in the game, Trey quenches. So, 1-point Eaglet lead.
Yeah, I wonder at what point do they switch to Ron Barnes.
Stone all the way to the rack, right around Zip Hines.
And I would think maybe the next possession you try a different defensive strategy on Mr. Stone because he is unstoppable.
Just picking apart the Eaglet defense. 1-point Renaissance lead. What a ball game. Sherrod down the avenue, shot up and good with a little English. Sherrod with a finish at the rim. Give him 13. None bigger than this attack with a little English.
Yeah, if they're going to leave the lane open, Sherrod is going to use that to his advantage. Strong with both hands driving and able to get the up and off the glass. St. Mary's with a 1-point lead, 67 seconds left.
Well, thanks for watching our primetime matchup. You saw earlier that Detroit King and UAD squared off, and UAD knocked off Detroit King. We're the Prep, proud to bring you some of the best matchups in the state of Michigan, and certainly on this Saturday. We appreciate you watching. Follow, like, share on all the social medias. If you could please subscribe on the YouTube channel you're watching right now. You want to broadcast, let us know about it. We'll tell you how we can make it happen. A lot of spring sports coming on, schedules filling up. Info at theprepsports.com. And if you're on that chat, keep it rocking. We appreciate everybody tonight checking in and checking out.
All 1,000 of you.
Love it. So 60 seconds left. St. Mary's the champion of the Catholic League by 1. Back and forth we go. A 2-time double team against Stone. Now backed off. Stone against Hines. They keep it. High ball screen. 47 seconds left. Sigmund on the attack. Pass is kicked into the 4th row. And a young lady from Ann Arbor will take that one home.
And some great defense by St. Mary's. You saw the adjustment there, sending the double team at Stone, bringing him all the way out, not letting him get his momentum going. And Trey McKinney with the punt. And this is where you kind of miss the shot clock. You know, St. Mary's plays great defense for 20, 30 seconds, but doesn't matter.
Renaissance down 1. They've punched back all night. They were once down a dozen. Mr. PSL from a year ago against Hines, and this battle continues to stay interesting.
This may turn into the very last possession of the game, Chad.
Good. Don't forget our G of the game will come up after this one's all over, as you see that battle continue in the corner. Sigmund to trigger. Back out to Miller, and now Lance Stone with it. On a court, over and back. Stone almost did it last time. This time he does it. And an error by a senior guard that flirted with fire earlier, and this time it was clear.
Yeah, last time he didn't put his heel down. This time both feet over the half-court line as he slams the ball into his head.
Eaglets by 1, and Barnes is fouled at the mid-stripe, and he'll go line right to shoot 2.
Now that's interesting to go straight for the foul and force free throws. With this much time left, I would at least try to send a double team, get a steal, create some havoc, because they have done that throughout the game. I mean, St. Mary's has 14 turnovers in this game.
I think the confidence in their 3-ball, 10-3 makes in this game for Renaissance maybe gives them a little bit more confidence to try to stretch it out. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, they've caused trouble and caused turnovers in the second half for the St. Mary's offense. Barnes, a very good free throw shooter, nets the first to extend the lead to just the slimmest of a 2-point lead with 20.7 seconds left. We thank you for watching wherever you are. Operation Friendship 2025. The #1 team in the state of Michigan, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, trying to hold on against the top team of the PSL in Detroit Renaissance. A full possession lead. Both teams with 1 timeout. Both teams have a timeout remaining. Down by 3, Renaissance has to hustle. 14 seconds left. Around a screen, Stone. Stone, step back 3. No, but he's fouled by Savory from below. Drew the foul, and Savory got busted for it. That's his 3rd. And a close foul with 8 seconds left will send Stone to the line to try to tie it.
Yeah, well, with all the disputes with the officials throughout the game, Stone got one there at the biggest time in the biggest moment. Now he's got to step to the line and knock down 3 free throws.
Yeah.
Now St. Mary's, even if he makes all 3, you're looking, you got 10 seconds left, 9 seconds left, plenty of time.
Stone misses the first.
So now he's got to make one and miss one.
That's his first miss
But they're still
today.
They're not letting these guys rebound. They're not sending them up.
Right.
Oh, now he's sending them. Okay. I will
No,
never.
you're right. Hey, wait a minute. Get up there.
Well, the guy over here on the sideline had to do it, and the coach was like, yeah, we got to rebound this ball now.
That's Mr. Stone. That's Lamonte Stone, former
okay.
Eastern Michigan assistant, current Detroit Mercy assistant,
Hey,
and
go
the father
Titans.
of Lance Stone. Lance has shot a lot of balls on this court. His father was an assistant at Eastern Michigan, and as a youngster would come here and shoot baskets. But a miss and a make, and now the biggest to try to make it, and he doesn't. Missed a bolt, missed 2 out of 3, and Sherrod Barnes grabs the rebound and is fouled. He'll have a chance to salt this one away if he can make a couple. Free throws, St. Mary's has been outstanding all year, 15 of 17 in this game. That's 88%. And guess what? Renaissance not bad, 15 of 20.
No, and you got to count that one as a miss, but that was a design miss, hoping to get the rebound for the putback or your extra possession on the rebound.
That's fair. That's fair. I missed that one. My
Yeah.
bad. Yep, good call.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to miss that last free throw.
That is true.
Oh, but now if you're Orchard Lake St. Mary's, that is a big miss because you're still
Huge.
now a three-pointer could tie the game if Sherrod Barnes makes this one.
Now, if you're Todd Covert, do you foul? Do you not allow that opportunity? You foul before. Put him on the line.
I'm a big fan of just play.
Okay. Sherrod to try to stretch it to a full possession, and he does with 8.2 seconds left. Eaglets by 3. Sigmund across the timeline. Sigmund to the corner. Miller for the tie. No. Ball loose. And Orchard Lake St. Mary's wins Operation Friendship back-to-back seasons. 76-73 in overtime, knocking off Detroit Renaissance.
And that was a great look for Renaissance at the end of the game. Jaden Miller, I thought that was a really smart play of Sigmund to pass that ball to the open teammate. Miller has been knocking him down. He knocked down a couple in this game. If he knocks it down, that's a great play.
We'll talk to our G of the game coming up right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. What an Operation Friendship game tonight. 3-point overtime win for St. Mary's. They win for the 15th time this year, back-to-back Operation Friendship Championship. And a little extra special sweet for Mr. Savory, who ends up with a double-double in this ball game. How about it? This was a game against a team that you used to play for, right? Yeah. Did it mean a little extra something for you going against Renaissance and getting the championship?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking forward to this game for a while now. I've been looking forward to it. Last year, I was like, oh, we're probably going to match up against them in the Operation Friendship game. So, you know, I still have a lot of friends on that team, and, you know, I was able to come out, all glory to God, you know, come out, play a good game, and, you know, just show out against my old team.
What's it been like, this journey for you? You came in kind of as a basketball guy, and you played football just to kind of do it as a goof, and you end up kind of flipping that. You go to Michigan State on a football scholarship, and you might play basketball, who knows, in rec ball or whatever, but what's it been like, this journey for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all over, from, you know, playing at Renaissance to, you know, sitting out a whole year. Kind of, it sucked, but, you know, I leaned on God, and he was the one who really helped me get through it all. But it's been a journey. It's been a journey. You know, I tried football out, like you said, now going to Michigan State. So it's been a lot of ups and downs, but I'm excited on where I'm going. I'm excited about my future, and, you know, excited that we got the win today.
A state champion in football, a state champion in basketball last year. Are you still hungry to try to get another basketball championship?
Yeah, definitely hungry. You know, we've kind of been a little sloppy this year, you know, compared to last year. Lost a few games, but we played a lot tougher schedule. So, you know, it's wins and losses, but, you know, that's what builds our character. That's what builds our team, and, you know, that's how we can win close games like this.
There he is, the future Spartan and the current Eaglet, Jaden Savory, our G of the game. Congratulations, Jaden.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you have it. The Eaglets, the champions of Operation Friendship for the 7th straight time they've played in this game, and their second Operation Friendship win against Renaissance. Stick and I will come back and put the baby to bed for Mipsy right after this.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown, Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back, Chad Bush and Sam Stick Day. Some highlights from this one. You see the Zip Hines lay-in and the sharing of the sugar from Sherrod, Trey from the mid-range, but it wasn't always that way. The Eaglets had to find their way offensively, and Renaissance too. I mean, both these teams kind of evolved as this game came on.
Yeah, it was a really interesting game to watch, honestly. Some ebbs and flows. Renaissance got out to a hot start, then St. Mary's took over, then Renaissance got back into it, then St. Mary's took over, then Renaissance takes the lead again. It was a great back-and-forth game, and you saw just a lot of talent on display tonight. I mean, for Renaissance, you got to talk about their big fellas. You're talking about Jordan Sigmund, and then you're talking about Lance Stone. Lance Stone, I mean, I cannot speak highly enough about his energy, his effort throughout this game early in the first half when his team wasn't getting going. He was making sure that he was giving it his all, and then you saw at the end of the game, I mean, he took over. Unfortunately for him, also kind of the go to the game, right? You know, it's a blessing and the curse when you got the ball in your hand that much. This time, backcourt violation, you miss a free throw at the end, and things kind of changed. But if it wasn't for Lance Stone, this would not even have been close. And then for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the same old, really. Jaden Savory used his size, dominated down low, lots of rebounds early, kept that going throughout the game. Trey McKinney, 26 points, but on 10 of 21 shooting. Not your typical Trey McKinney game, but St. Mary's, they just have enough to get it done. That's why they're state champions, and that's why they're so hard to beat, because when Trey McKinney's having an off game with 26 points, they still got other guys that can carry the load, like Sherrod Barnes getting 16, Isaiah Hines in double digits, Savory in double digits. Just a lot of weapons to throw at you.
The Eaglets will now head to the districts as perhaps the favorite in Division I, the number 1 ranked team this last week. Again, the record, 6 losses. You look at it, but you look deeper. You also have to do that for Renaissance as they enter the tournament with 8 losses. They'll be a sleeper in Division I as they will host their district. And yes, a very challenging district with Warren Fitzgerald, Hamtramck, and UAD, the team that was number 1 ranked all season long pretty much in Division I.
Yeah, but I think after tonight's game, they can look in the mirror and say, play with anybody. It doesn't matter who you throw at us. We just went toe-to-toe with the number 1 team in the state with their player healthy. Trey McKinney's back, no excuses. They're coming off a Catholic League championship, and they went toe-to-toe with them. So I wouldn't count these guys out of any game. I don't care what their record is. Renaissance is a well-coached team. Those out-of-bounds plays, perfect every time it seemed. Just a fun game to watch tonight. And St. Mary's, as you know, this is a business trip for them. They got the experience. They know what to expect, but they also have the expectations, and it's a lot harder to compete under those guides.
Eaglets back-to-back operation. Friendship champs, back-to-back Catholic League champs. Can they get back-to-back state champs for the first time in school history? Can they get the first Mr. Basketball for the first time in program history? Or can Lance Stone bring home Mr. Basketball to Renaissance? That's also a subplot within the story. A lot of talent to go around, but there's a couple things we'll be watching on as we grow upon this March Madness season.
Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is both these teams have a bright future, and whoever plays them coming up in the madness that is March, good luck.
All right, thanks so much for watching this great ball game tonight. Operation Friendship, it's been a fun one. We thank you so much for watching. All the folks that made this broadcast possible, captained by Robert Sherby. Oh, a little sherbet tonight, tastes a little bit extra sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Good to have him in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Samuel Fisher on audio, mixing the 1s and the 2s. Austin Sonnenberg down on replay tonight. The Hunt Man, Rob Hunter, who saw his UDJ Cubs get a win earlier. The Hunt Man on graphics, crushing it as usual. Chris Armani Rose on camera 3 on the floor. Ace also on camera 5. On camera 1, it was Dale Barton, and on camera 2, it was Kyle Buchanan. Pat the Stat on statistics, and Mad Max on stats as well. What a great gang. For my partner, Sam Stick Day, my name's Chad Bush, saying so long from the Convocation Center, or the George Gervin Game Above Center. Your final score, it's a doozy, and in overtime, it's the Eaglets prevailing 76-73. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you next Wednesday night from Parts Unknown. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.